Alrighty. Hey everybody, welcome to Season 1 NA Top Dog League of Legends from Thunderdog Esports. This is Redderick, and Yasashii's over on my right. Say hi.
Hey guys, how's it going tonight?
I'm doing alright, I'm turning down. There you go. Oh, excellent here. So tonight we have Chromatic and Tesseract Gaming, and I will show you the character select screen in 1 second.
Yep, they're already kicking off without us. They're already in that champ select screen, just
They're already
banning the way.
But you know how I like to do. I want to talk about stuff because I like to talk. First of all, on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, we have a little bit of chat commands as usual in the chat window. For some reason, the Twitch channel chat is giving me a little bit of an issue, so I'm waiting for it to pop back up so I can see what you guys are talking about. It said it's popped out, but then it lied to me, and now it won't reconnect. So we're trying to fix that for me. However, we have chat commands, so if you want to, all you have to do is just type that in there with the exclamation point, league, or rules, or whatever you want to see, and it will send you a link of the information that we're talking about whenever we are chatting. Let's see if this will work.
You're absolutely right. And the row, man, yes, my wall did change. I have magical powers to change maroon walls into white. Unfortunately, they're really useless superpowers because that's all I can use it for.
Oh, those are some strange magical powers you have there. So I'm going to go switch over to Champion Select here. We have some bands out, and I like to see that screen anyhow.
Sounds good.
All right. So just a real quick look in here. We have Riven, Cast, and Vi over here on blue side. I think they changed these team names, of course.
Yeah, the bands that have gone down so far for trendsetters are Vi, Riven, and Cassidon. Or excuse me, not trendsetters. This is actually
Tesseract.
Tesseract Gaming, and Chromatic is on the right side. Chromatic has banned Thresh, Vayne, and Renekton, and the first picks have gone down. Looks like Tesseract is going to go ahead and pick up that Shyvana, and she's probably going to be going top because Shyvana top have been a very strong pick lately. Ever since her changes have gone through, she came back full swinging dragon form, man. It's been awesome. And
Yes,
Chromatic over here, yeah, they're picking up Zed. Looks like.
Yeah, Zed. You know how it's gonna go AP5 on Zed. That's that's actually really funny because team name actually Tesseract is now AP5. I actually had to change that.
Really?
Yeah, they just changed their team name.
Congratulations on your team name change. I really like it. But man, looks like Chromatic going all out with the Annie support also. That's pretty exciting right there.
Yeah, Annie. Well, you never know. It could be Annie support. It could be Zed up top instead. We're not really sure what happens here.
Definitely true. Definitely true.
So
5 AP.
Yeah, it was 5 AP on Zed just for jokes, but then somebody said AP on 5 or AP 5 on Zed. So I'm not sure which one it is, but this is what I've been told before. This is what I'm going to go with.
And looks like that Tesseract is going to go ahead and do the Leona Jinx pick, which is a very early game, a super hyper aggressive lane. If Leona's able to jump on someone, oh man, it's pretty much game over because Jinx can follow up with her traps. She can follow up with her zap. She can follow up with just about anything. She's got a whole arsenal of weapons to just blow someone up. And they're going for that revived clairvoyance meta right there. Check that out.
Yes. They're probably doing that because they don't want people to see what they're going to be choosing. Because, okay, Okay, for some reason your thing blacked out for real quick, but if they're gonna go revive clairvoyance, they have map like a boss. Nobody can they can tell, you know. But it's actually pretty smart
Hmm.
to do since we have no delay on the casting. They not like they can actually switch around or anything, but you know, you see Elise here, she has smite, but you don't know if she's actually going to be in the jungle or not. She could be top, she could be mid.
Those champs like mind games, just trying to trick us casters out. Even
Yep, that's the way that it goes. So, right before we get this game started, since we only have a few picks left, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers. And I got lucky because just yesterday, actually, I got to make a little mini pre-Thanksgiving with a lot of my friends, and it was awesome. So I got to eat before everyone.
yeah, man, I feel the same way. I actually had my early Thanksgiving with all my friends last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and one up you there. I had my pre-Thanksgiving earlier than yours, so take that. I'm better than
You're not very nice. I should have. I was thinking about making you a turkey, like literally having a turkey and then having you the face of the turkey. That would have been amazing. That would have been the best.
You really should have. You should have had that commission for you. I believe in it.
That would have been good. But instead, we're just gonna say Happy Thanksgiving to you, even though you were better. So check this
Yes.
out. We have dual smite. That's the way. That's the new meta. Dual smite.
And running the penta revive and penta clairvoyance, pentavoyance, if you will.
Pentavoyance.
And
That's the trick.
they're gonna have so much vision. If they run 5 clairvoyances, they're gonna have all those trinkets. They're gonna have 3 words each and clairvoyance all over the map. And you know what? They can go ahead and pick up the the sight orb instead of the warding tome. So they can just have little mini clairvoyances all over the map too. You're absolutely right, Shank. They may lose that first team fight, but they'll revive and come back in, come swinging hard, unless the other team simply just runs away.
No, they're serious on this. It's for real. Yeah. So, yeah, this is awesome. I love this. Many APZ. This is going to be great. I can't wait. So,
I'm pretty pumped.
yeah, and again, I have these little things down here on the right. You can't see my mouse over there. Anyway, so on the bottom right, as well as we're talking about. Check out this little blue picture here with Singed. Oh, Yasashii, you got really tiny. What happened to you?
It's my abilities, man. I have superpowers. I change the color of walls, and I unfortunately shrink to whatever size I want,
I
and I
understand
get
how that
hung up
happens.
on.
Yeah, I'm calling you back. There we go. I'm not sure how that happens.
No worries.
So, anyhow, shout out to Captain Fabulous and Omar. You guys are my inspiration. And my cousin, Chaz McFreely. He's awesome. Fantastic. So, yes, they are loading in. We have a 3-minute delay that comes in whenever you're actually spectating Twitch channel. So, we're not going to actually be playing the same time. You don't want to see where they're placing their wards and everything. Use your
Yeah.
threshold. Hey, while we got this time, let's talk about Yasuo a little bit since you're into PBE.
Oh man, if you guys don't have a PB account, I apologize. Yasuo is really really cool. He's a new champ that's coming out. He's going to be an AD carry of just he's a samurai themed champion. I don't even know, but you could. I don't even know where to begin on him. He's just so amazing. But there was recently a video that came out, and if you don't know, his W is called Wind Wall. And what Wind Wall does is it blocks any projectile coming towards him, whether it's an auto attack, a skill, and just any type of projectile you can imagine that's coming towards Yasuo. His Wind Wall can block it. And if you guys haven't seen the video already, someone made a video of every champion going up against Yasuo's wind wall just to show what his wind wall can block. And if you haven't seen the video already, you can check out my Twitter. It's on my Twitter feed. It's at Yasashii_LOL. Just go check that video out. It's insane. There's footage of his wind wall blocking Nami's ult. It just completely shuts down ultimates and just everything. It's crazy.
That's good time. I would really like to be in PBE with you. I haven't been accepted. I'm hoping that soon I will be accepted. And I'm not sure. Is there anybody else that's having this issue with Twitch? The pop out chat thing. It just doesn't want to pop out. So not really a huge deal, but kind of strange.
I think it's only you because mine's actually
Man.
popped out and I'm having fun reading everyone.
Yeah, I just moved mine over to the side now. Oh well, it works. I can read y'all.
But yeah, overall I'm very excited about the upcoming changes and even the changes that have already taken place. Preseason is looking very fun, very strong. There's so many changes coming in with the trinkets, all the vision changes, just everything. And of course, they're having some balancing issues, so just more changes to come. They're gonna keep on with it. It's exciting. I love preseason time.
Yes, me too. The thing that I really like about this preseason time is that we have the availability to still play ranked. Just quotes here.
Hmm.
Still play ranked while we're waiting for the actual season to start. That kind of makes me happy that this is happening in this way. And if you got to
Definitely.
see the screen, look at all this good food that's going on right now.
Are those explosions or are those just giant?
It's actually both. There's an explosion behind the food of amazing happiness.
Oh man, that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty impressed. Congrats to whoever made that because I need to find you and make you need to make more of those images for me.
Captain Fabulous's strengths. Well, I'll have to tell you that I haven't actually watched him play, but he has TPA Oriana, so I'm pretty sure he's amazing because Oriana's one of my favorite mid champs to watch. So yes, Omar, who's I don't know who Omar is, but look at all these beautiful platinum tags. Oh, this is gorgeous. You guys can't see it. I'm looking at it. You can't see it. Want to see it?
Hmm.
Here, I'll tease you.
There's a lot of diamond ones too. I'm a little jealous there. I got so close to diamond, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
I just showed it. I teased you guys. Yeah. If you didn't know, Tic Tac Fresh was our little graphic organizer to make sure that we had beautiful explosions of food and happiness.
Props to Tika. Thank you very much, Tika. We always appreciate it. And Royal Man, would I ever consider shaving my head? For the right amount of money, I would probably do anything. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's pretty standard across the way. So, talking about the game here, check this out. We got Olaf that's not in the jungle, which is kind of unique. Which especially with the Shyvana, like Shyvana's been so strong in top lane, and against it would most looks like it's going to be against a Udyr. I think that she would do really well. What do you think about that matchup if it were to be Shyvana versus
Oh yeah,
Udyr?
Udyr versus Shyvana, that matchup can go either way, honestly, because both of them have a good amount of damage, especially damage over time, and that's where Shyvana really shines. The power from her W, her burnout, just gives her so much damage. It gives her so much utility. Just that speed up from it is awesome. But at the
Yes.
same time, Udyr has all that in his skill set too. So it's really hard to say which way it would go.
Yeah. So in this instance, since we have the Udyr versus a Zed, is that
Well,
right? Or is Zed's going to go? I'm not really sure who's going to go in the mid at this point.
mhm. It's most likely going to be Zed mid and then Udyr top. So Udyr will probably be facing Olaf. But check this out. Tesseract wants to go deep. They're just
Yeah.
camping out at Purple's golem, double golem area right now.
It's AP on Zed now.
AP on Zed. I'm sorry.
It's alright. This is good. So they know that they're there. Raz a little bit of damage. They're going to be really defending here.
Man, they You know, AP on Zed, they're really looking to at least take something away from them. If not, I don't know. They're probably actually not, because they're gonna go ahead and back. They're probably just applying a little pressure, and they did drop those wards down to gain a little bit of knowledge for later on. Whenever Lee Sin does go to his red, they'll be able to make the determination on where he goes next.
We're going to have to see how that happens. They decided to switch to blue instead because they had the defense on red and also on the AP5 side on Zed. I don't know what to call them. I want to call them Tesseract all the time. It's hard. AP5 on Zed.
Now, check this out. This is pretty interesting. Everyone on Chromatic did pick up the Warding Totem as their first trinket. However, on APZ, we have Shyvana picking up the Sweeping Lens, so she'll be able to clear out any wards before she makes any gank attempts.
Yes. And on bottom lane, we already have Lee Sin coming in. We have a really good stun from Annie coming in for a little bit of damage. Flash is taken out, and she starts using her pots to make sure she can live through. Lee Sin's going to come around on the Tribush side just to put on a little bit more pressure, and they're a little bit too far deep. We might see... is she going to go down? She does. First blood.
Very good first blood right there. Lee Sin just camping that lane. He simply just went up around that Tri-Brush and came back down for Jinx because he knew her flash was down. And good thing for them, that kill did go to Ezreal. And in top lane, we had Udyr and Olaf just duking it out, and Udyr actually came out on top of that.
Udyr came out on top because he just really on the clutch timing used his shield, and the ignite that was on him didn't do a whole lot for him. But Shyvana goes in, takes a few tower hits, not going to be able to do enough damage to take him out, but still there defending. Jinx is going to come back into bottom lane and try to push these minions out. But at this point, we have first blood on Ezreal, and then we have Udyr with a kill, so then they're going to be on top with Olaf. Now, Olaf is a really good scaling champion, though, so...
yeah, the thing about that is he's going up against Udyr, and because of that, Udyr can level up his turtle stance to get that additional shielding, so that's a very good way to prevent any true damage coming through from Olaf's Reckless Swing. So that'll be a pretty good thing from coming out from Udyr, but it does look like that he did go ahead and pick up 2 points of the Phoenix stance already.
And I'm looking here. Is anybody else having streaming issues? I'm looking at Tito Mosquito while we're looking at bottom lane just to make sure everything's all good. We have quite a bit of damage coming down from Ezreal and onto Annie. She has her stun up though, so it is kind of a scary time for both Jinx and Leona.
And Ezreal does use his warding totem and drops a ward in that brush to spot out Leona. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get jumped on, because if he gets jumped on, that could be very well the end of him. Both of these bot lane teams are at pretty low health, so at next stun, anything can happen.
Good. Thank you for the feedback, everybody. Making sure the stream is good.
And in mid lane, we got some action coming down. Shyvana going hard on Zed, and Orianna's just doing her best to back him up. Lee Sin taking a lot of damage, but Zed turns around, drops Ignite on Shyvana, and he gets in there and picks up the kill on Shyvana. And now he's turning his eyes to Orianna, and oh man,
Orianna shielded and barrier.
Ooh.
That was a good move to get out. She has very little mana, so she's not able to do a whole lot, but that shield on herself with the barrier was just enough to be able to keep her alive. Lee Sin's really good. He's coming around both backside when he came around the Tribush. He's also coming around here. He decides not to go in, but gets pinged in by Zed. Looks like they're going to attempt to dive on her. Let's see what happens.
And
here we go.
Here he comes. Oh man! And he just took a turret shot for free, and Shyvana's there to back Orianna up. So it looks like that their plans have been foiled, but he is going to go ahead and steal those wraiths from Shyvana. Here she comes. She's coming around. And
she has that
there
speed.
She goes with a burnout. Oh,
Kinect's so slippery. You can never get away. He's the best getaway champion if he has those wards on him, and being able to have that wards on him is just so strong for him. Now his early game is even stronger. He doesn't have to pay for having those wards on him because he has that the totem. So strong.
Exactly. The warding totem is just super awesome for him. It's essentially a flash that on the 120-second cooldown for him at the very beginning of the game. So yeah, that just does increase his slipperiness, if you will.
Slipperiness,
as you said.
Yeah. So looking at we're looking at CS here just really quick. Zed is overpowering Orianna, but there's something that's a little bit unique. Even though Olaf was killed in the beginning, he has higher CS than Udyr does.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job just keeping up in that creep score, even though he is behind. But overall, the gold lead is in favor of Purple Team. They're doing a pretty good job. They've got a 1200 lead right now over APZ.
There's an argument about if there's a champion as a he or a she, and I'm assuming it's Ezreal. Lee Sin is sitting on here. We have double Shyvana and Leona looking in to... Oh, we got a miss Zenith Blade. But are we going to go in? No, they're going to back out now.
Yeah, unfortunately, missing that Zenith Blade on Leona is just... that. If you're roaming on Leona, that's everything for you. That's your gap closer, that's a crowd control. If you miss that, nothing's going to come from it. And now we got Purple Team bot lane just pressuring this Jinx under her tower. They're doing their best to zone her, and she's gonna have a hard time farming this up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Gunbay, gotcha. Alright guys, so we'll have to repair the client. I'm not going to be able to do that tonight because it will take too long and I want to continue with the casting, so we'll have to miss the levels. If you need to know the levels, what I'll do is you just look on the bottom right of their picture here, and in mid lane we have Shyvana taking a bunch of damage, but she's being pushy because they're both very low, and she does have the damage output to be able to take them all out. So does Zed, obviously. Wow, Zed is just doing some damage. Only with his Doran's shield he's obviously holding on to, helping him out.
Yeah, he's sitting on a lot of gold. He's got 2,400 gold in his pocket right now. He has yet to back, so when he goes back, he'll be able to purchase some free toys for himself.
Bottom lane, we have a flash to take out Ezreal from Jinx. She's really low, so she can get taken out if she's not careful. Leona is doing damage. We have a zap come on, and double kill for Jinx. Beautiful. That was greatly done with trying to get the passive out from Leona the whole time. If you watched, her auto attacks were timed so that Leona's passive would be able to get popped from every single one. It was very well done.
Yeah, and that's just the power of Leona's passive coming into play right there. Annie's health, that last chunk of health, which was a little over 100 health, just disintegrated in one fail swoop right there. It was Leona's W popping, and then the auto attack coming out from Jinx. Just a very potent lane.
It is very strong, especially if you can land that zap. The zap is such a heavy ratio for her AD.
Just a lot of crowd control coming down from APZ's bot lane now, and now they've got their eyes on Dragon. Looks like they're going to go ahead and take this out because Purple Team is nowhere near that, and they don't even have vision on it. And there it goes. That's going to bring the gold lead still in Purple's favor, but it's only by a 200 gap.
That's 200 is still 200, and but if you look at Zed, he went back and he bought a ton of longswords, and then he has that BF sword, so he's looking most likely. Wow, he goes in really heavy with the shield, throwing the ult onto Orianna. She flashes out, puts a shield on her. He's taking a lot of tower damage. He gets that last tower,
man.
Double KO.
And
well played.
Man, Zed being a little overzealous there. Yeah, he did come back with 4 different swords, but unfortunately that tower dive didn't go well for him because of Orianna's barrier and her E.
Yes, that shield is very strong. On the top lane, it looks like we have Lee Sin coming in, but Udyr decides to pop his Ragnarok, and he's not able to get kicked around from Lee Sin as he normally would be. Lee Sin he didn't use his Dragon's Rage because he saw the Ragnarok, which is intelligent for him, so he's able to get around if he could, but he's not able to get around him fast enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, Acid did miss that last shockwave for Lee Sin, or excuse me, Sonic Wave from Lee Sin, so had he landed that, he might have been able to execute Olaf, but unfortunately that didn't go as planned for him.
Lee Sin's still in the top lane, messing around with the Shyvana there. And I'm going to go back into bot lane really quick as Jinx goes and does quite a bit of damage. However, she needs to back off and put her barrier because she's just getting melted by the Tibbers. And Ezreal decides to throw down his Q with the kill, and Annie goes in again with the stun. Are they going to get this kill on Leona? Nope, she's able to get away.
Just walking away from
close,
fire.
though.
And in mid lane, Zed just going all in on Orianna all over again, and he was able to pick up the kill this time without sacrificing himself. Man, when he went back, he went ahead and picked up that brutalizer, so that was just what he needed to lay in the damage onto Orianna.
And purple calls for the, the chromatic calls for the death of the tower on bot lane, as nobody's down there to be able to help it out. And yes, this is going to be a good time. There it goes, really quick. They're going to be able to leave now, and they're going to go check out Dragon, I'm assuming. They're going to be found out that Dragon is gone.
Yep. But it's a pretty good move for them to go ahead and take down that tower, because that lane could have gone either way. That's going to free up some vision for them on the bot side, and that's going to allow Chromatic's bot lane to run towards mid, and they can start toppling these towers down one by one now. Mid tower's already at half health, Zed just slamming away at it.
Yeah, that's true. However, the availability of Olaf being able to, now that he's scaled up, he's able to push really hard, and the attack speed of Jinx, they're going to have to watch, because Jinx will be able to take out the tower as bottom tower is almost gone already. So normally it would be a great idea, but they won't be able to get away from that bottom lane, I don't think, for now. It is probably going to go down, and they're both going to be free to do whatever they need to.
You're absolutely right. Just here goes that bot tower, as you said. Leona trying to go in hard with that Zenith blade, but she misses once again. Man, Leona needs to start landing the Zenith blade if they want stuff to happen. Unfortunately, she just keeps on barely missing them, whether it be a jump away from Ezreal or whatever it may be. But really, whenever you play Leona, those are essential to her game. And there goes Zed in on Orianna again.
And she gets taken out. That death mark.
It's like I can't even look away from this mid lane for 1 second, because it's just getting off every time that holds up.
I can't even, just to let you know, Yasashii, I can barely get you. You're coming in and out from your voice.
Oh, but man.
It's okay.
I apologize.
Don't worry about it. But Zed came in and did that death mark, and he just pushes so hard on the Orianna, even though she has barrier and has her E, so she can put up her shield. And that shield is called Protect. Command Protect.
Command Protect, if you will.
Robot Yasashii Overlord. Yeah, what we did is we were actually pulling from ESO, and we're using the text-to-speech for all of our casting now. Now, they knew that she was going to come in here. Shyvana was going to come in to get this blue, and we had Lee Sin and Lee Sin's going to get taken out here. Looks like he saves himself. It's 1v3 now on Olaf's side.
There goes Orianna from the side. She flashes in there to pick up the kill on Lee Sin. And man, Olaf ends up dropping to Udyr and Zed, and now they're turning on to Orianna. They're going for the dive. Udyr just taking tower hits like a champ. And Orianna does go down once again to Zed. Man, he is just farming her up. He is 7-1, looking very strong right now.
Bottom lane sees they have Leona and Jinx, knows that their tower's down, and so is bot lane, and they watched Ezreal and the Annie get pushing on bottom lane, so they tried to put more pressure on this mid tower. They were going to go ahead and push it all the way through, but it looks like they saw the Annie and decided to back out with a little bit of intelligence there. It was good.
Yeah, they didn't know if the Udyr and Zed were going to swing on by with that Annie coming up the river, so they decided to play it safe and just go ahead and back off that tower. Good move by them.
Ezreal, they see Ezreal here. Ezreal's by himself against 1v3 if they were actually to rotate on him. However, they're going to go ahead and let him be, because this tower needs to be defended. This is good. So what we're looking here is 4-11, however, only roughly about the 3k in gold, which is only a few BF swords. We have we have quite a bit of CS lead on Zed, but that's about it. All the rest of them are pretty solid.
Yeah, and speaking about Zed, let's go ahead and take a look at his total gold right now. Oh, and it looks like in mid lane he's getting dove on by Shyvana, but he is just going to walk away. Shyvana just laying in a little damage, sending that message to Zed. But as I was saying, yeah, Zed's gold lead is just humongous. He's sitting at a total of 6,900 gold. That's about 1k gold more than anyone else in this match. He's just been doing an extremely good job farming up on Orianna, and he's looking very strong. There's Lee Sin in the bot lane going in.
Yeah. It is a 3v3, and they're really low on the Leona, so it is a really strong fight for them if they want to fight outside of the tower. Zed is on the backside. Looks like he's trying to come in, but now Shyvana comes in. He decides,